Hey guys, welcome back. Spiritual Detective here, and this is the 2020 reading for myself for the whole year of 2020. So I am shuffling right now, and let's see. Let's see what's to come. What does 2020 have for me, for myself, for my person, for my future, for my financial life, for my physical life, for my love life? What messages would my guides, would Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, would my ancestors and my guardian angel have for this upcoming year? All right, so the first card out, okay, I didn't even get to say what it was about, but the first card out is the Seven of Pentacles, and this is going to be the main energy for the year. So far, what I'm getting from this being the main energy for the year is actually a pretty dope card, if you ask me, considering 2019, the way that it went for me. This card basically is telling me that, that I worked hard, and I'm gonna continue to work hard in 2020, and that I'm expecting to reap what I've sown. So I'm really hearing that I'm gonna be kind of like having the fruits of my labor, basically, next year. So that's awesome. That's the main energy for 2020 for me. All right. Let's do January. What's the main energy for January? What's January 2020 gonna be like? Oh, something flipped. Okay. So 2 cards came out, but I don't know if I should take the second one. I'm just gonna do this one. Okay. All right, sorry. I want to show you guys as I'm doing it. So, for January, I've got the 6 of Pentacles. All right, so the energy for January is the 6 of Pentacles. What that's telling me is that I'm going to have a bit more of balance in January. Financially, things will be a little more stable. I also feel like I'm gonna have help. I want to say some kind of help. I know what this is referring to, and I like that that's the way it's coming up. All right, like I said, I'm probably not gonna share everything with you guys. Matter of fact, let me write down some stuff on the side here so that I don't forget what my reading is about. So just give me a sec. Okay, onwards. Okay, February. What does February 2020 have for me? What is the main energy for February 2020? What is February bringing for me? Boom. Just gonna take the first one that comes up, and it's the World card. Okay, so February, I'm hearing completion. So something is coming full circle for me. it's gonna be an end of a cycle for me. I'm going to also feels like I'm gonna be wielding more of my power. Excuse me. And I like the sound of that. I like how that feels. All right. Next is March. March 2020. What does March 2020 have in store for me? Okay, this one wanted to jump out. Okay. Dope. It's the King of Wands, which is cool because I am a fire sign. I'm an Aries, and King of Wands is representative of fire signs. So I'm gonna take this like I'm definitely gonna be in my power in March. I'm gonna be probably kind of honing in more in my masculine energy. So I like how that feels. It also feels like things might be a little bit more aggressive, possibly in the way that I'm taking action. So that feels a bit prominent as well, but all in my power. Okay, April came up the King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups energy is telling me that I'll still be in my power in April, but there's gonna be some emotional, I want to say turbulence. It feels like there's gonna be some kind of emotional offer that is gonna be made for myself, or to me, like to me, an emotional offer is gonna be made to me. Okay, and that's what I'm getting so far as an overall energy. Is just feeling pretty emotional, but still in my power. So May is the Five of Pentacles. All right. So this is telling me that I feel like financially I'm going to be in a more repaired state, or find myself having to give more of myself financially. It might be a combination of both is what I'm sensing. But nonetheless, I feel like May has to do with finances. Okay, June 2020. What does June 2020? Ooh. All right, I'm gonna go with the first one that popped out, which is the Two of Cups. So automatically when I see this card, I heard like soulmate. I heard like a love connection. I felt like a love connection. So possibly in June there'll be some romantical steps going on. Let's proceed for July 2020. Okay, July 2020 for myself. July. Okay, this one. Boom. The Fool. All right. So automatically what I heard was new beginnings. So it seems like in July there's going to be some new stuff happening for me. I want to say career-wise. I'm entering some kind of new something, new venture, or things turn around and take a new turn. But definitely something new is happening in July. We're going forward with August 2020. August. August 2020. Okay. Got the Seven of Wands. All right. So the Seven of Wands. The energy that I'm getting for here is that there's going to be some kind of, I want to say some kind of like emotional or inner kind of like battle. Something that I'm going to be fighting. It might be myself. But there's a bit of a battle, some kind of battle going on in August. All right, September 2020. What does September 2020 have for me? Ooh. And it's the Hanged Man for September. Okay. The energy that I'm getting here feels a little bit stagnant. Sort of, it feels a little confusing actually, as far as the energy. Like, it's like a confusing energy, a stagnated energy in September. So maybe things get a little unpredictable during September. Okay, October 2020. October 2020. Okay. Page of Pentacles. All right. So, what did I say? This June, July, September, October. Whoa. Where am I? September, October. Page of Pentacles for October. So the energy that I'm getting is that things are becoming a little more stable. I'm going to have some kind of more stable offer coming in, or a message of stability. A part of it feels also like it's emotional. So, but it definitely feels more stable. All right. November 2020. November. What does November have in store for me? Okay. The Sun. All right, that's an awesome card to have. The Sun automatically tells me that things are looking much better come come November. That things are brightening up. And I just realized that I was about to say September when I meant to say November. And if you take a look, September, right? You see how his head is illuminated and it looks like the sun. Boom. So I feel like maybe there's going to be some kind of direct correlation to September going into November, something happening in September that makes it more clear in November. So this whatever stagnation is happening here is going to be cleared up by November. Whatever stagnation, whatever confusion. Okay, December 2020. December 2020. Take that first card. The Two of Swords. All right. So it seems that in December I find myself kind of torn. It feels like making some kind of decision that feels difficult to make. It also feels borderline emotional. I have a feeling that I know what that's about. Let me write it down actually before I forget. And okay, boom. And all right, so now I'm gonna go in each back to each month and clarify with 3 more cards for each month. Okay, so whew. Okay, so January, Knight of Wands, January, Six of Cups, January, the Magician. I feel that for the rest of the month of January, oh wait, why did I put that on February? You know what? I'm sorry, let's move that. I don't know why I put that there. I almost feel like I want to leave it there now too because I already put it on the energy of February. But I said January, so let's just go with that, okay? So for the rest of January, as I mentioned before, the initial energy was like things were becoming more stable. It seems like I'm gonna be getting some kind of message, fast approaching message. Some action is gonna be taken. Um, yeah, and wielding of my power. So definitely being in my power in January, which is a great way to start the year. All right, February, let's clarify for the rest of February. We've got the Six of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Empress. So as I mentioned before, as far as February's main energy was concerned, was that it felt like something was coming full circle, some completion of some sort, and me wielding more of my power. So that energy is definitely carrying on from January into February. I just want to show you really quickly why I also, that also solidifies. So this was the last card for January. You see how he's holding up this wand. And then the first card for February, you see how she's holding the wands. So that definitely has a lot to do with me wielding more of my power. It feels like I'm going to be celebrating some kind of victory in February. There's a lot of more great things coming up. There's going to be a lot more clarity in February, and definitely more of my power, me definitely just really, really, really sitting in my power. I love that, the way that the year is starting off so far. All right. So for March, more clarification for March is the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. All right. So as I mentioned before, for March, the main energy for March seemed like there was going to be a bit of aggressiveness. I was going to be honing in more of my masculine energy. It's also my birthday in March. So I feel like what's going on here is that there are things that are changing. there's communication that's gonna be coming in for me, and me kind of putting some stuff to rest, like or me having to take a rest. So I don't know, it doesn't feel like I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday next year, which is all right because I'm cool with that. So it doesn't feel like much of a celebration, but it does feel like there's some interesting stuff happening in March. So definitely a lot of it having to do with communication and rest, um, and school also. Okay, so that's good. All right, all right. So April clarifications for April. Boom, we've got the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Ugh, I don't even want to talk about this month. Lord Jesus. Okay. Like I mentioned before, there's like I said before, it was the King of Cups energy that was coming up. It felt like there was a lot of emotional turbulence happening, and I feel like that's definitely carrying on with this set of clarification cards that came on. There is some aggressive, fast coming in communication, some underlying stuff going on that doesn't feel too great. And I'm going to hope that there is something to celebrate at the end of this month. But that's not really the energy that I'm getting. So I'm not really going to talk about it much. We're just going to move on. I'm going to write it down though, because womp womp. April. All right. So for January, February, March, April, May, clarifications for May. Okay. So far we've got the Ace of Wands, the Devil card, the Five of Cups. Okay. Again, some more of that energy coming in. So I was saying before that the main energy for May was some either me feeling like I've reached more financial abundance, or also having to give financially. But it feels like there's some new beginning happening also during this month. And also a little bit of some hidden stuff going on too. Maybe me feeling like some missed opportunities of some sort. But yeah. So let's move on to the June clarification for 2020. What is the rest of the month of June? Ooh. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. They both came out. Oh, nice. And the Four of Wands. Oh, that's cute. All right. So, like I said, the main energy for June felt kind of like romantic, and I don't want to really talk about it too much, but overall the energy seems good. So I'm actually gonna put my little quartz stone on top of it because I want to protect the energy behind it. So and make it more clear. All right, so July clarification for 2020. is the rest of July looking like? Okay, we've got the Lovers card. We've got the Three of Pentacles. And the Hierophant. All right, more stuff that I don't want to talk about. But again, still feeling like some very interesting energy, which I'm happy about because it's carrying through from June. So that is nice. Okay. Where we at? August. August clarification. August clarification. What is August 2020? What is the rest of it looking like? Okay, interesting. The Five of Wands. The Four of Cups. And the Death card. Okay. This month seems really, really charged. I kind of am not really liking the way August is panning out. So remember I said that that August seemed like there was some like conflict, some maybe internal conflict. So it's not just internal. Turns out that now it's also external, or it could just be more internal conflict because these two cards are very similar to each other if you take a look at the Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands. Right, so this one's an individual, right? So that's why I said it was internal, and then this one is amongst other people, so it could be a combination of both. Yeah, so there's some stuff happening in August that feels like, you know what, I want to put my quartz crystal on here because I want to clear up that energy as well. All right, moving on to September. What is the rest of September looking like? Okay, what's this? All right, Temperance. Interesting. Three of Swords. And the Strength card. Okay, this is very interesting here. So like I said, mentioned before, September felt a little confusing and like a little stagnated. Again, interesting how this is the way that the card shows up, right? This illumination, and then the following clarification cards, you have this illumination here and this illumination here. So I want to say that like some things are going to be revealed in September that are going to require of my strength. Okay. It feels like there's going to be some kind of loss in September. Okay, this is for October clarification, the Moon. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. So in October, I was saying that the overall energy had to do with some maybe more stable feelings, more stable offer. It seems like I'll be making some kind of decision, and it's gonna be fruitful, is what it feels like. So that's good. November clarification. November clarification. We've got the Hermit. The Nine of Wands. and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so I remember I said that November felt good, that there would be some good stuff happening in November. Also that the whatever kind of stuff was happening here in September was going to carry on and be more clear in November. So I want to say that the overall energy here feels kind of it feels pretty good. There is a little bit of underlying kind of like pensiveness happening here, but overall it feels like I overcome some kind of battle. So whatever I'm battling here, right? Because that's what I felt here, like there's some kind of loss that happens in September. It clears up here in November. And December, clarification for December. We've got the Page of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. And the Three of Wands. All right. So, boom. Interesting. So what I said was the overall energy for December feels like there's some kind of I feel torn in December, some kind of decision that I have to make that feels difficult. But it seems like, you know, whatever the outcome feels good. Actually, it looks like I still feel some remnants of that like torn feeling, but I do end up making the best decision that I feel is best. And that's great. So one thing that I like to do is actually take a little peek into then also January of the following year. So January 2021, let's see what's the energy about in January 2021, just to take a peek even further. For January 2021, it's the Judgment card, and clarifying January 2021. What do we have for clarification? The Seven of Cups. Okay. So far with the Judgment card, I feel like it's like a decision has been made, and it's pretty solid. Further clarification. King of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Okay, so it seems like for January 2021, I am presented with some opportunities, but there's also, again, some kind of something going on there that feels emotional. So, and I don't want to discuss it. So this is the part. So this is basically the reading. This is what it looks like. Okay. With the main energy in the middle for what the whole year is going to be like. And then each individual month, and then going back, clarifying and adding more information, or getting more information about what the rest of the month is going to look like. Okay, and then I always kind of do a sneak peek into the following month. And then this part of the reading is different. I don't normally do this, but I feel so inclined to do so. So I am going to pull a angel oracle card for each month to see what the overall message or the angels have to say in regards to each month of the year. So this is for January, which is great. It's celebration, which I kind of felt like that already. Okay, that solidifies that aspect. So February, what is the energy for February? What do the angels have to say? Abundance. Boom. Yes, the angels are on point. All right, what else we've got? March. What is the energy for March from the angels? Balance. Finding a balance. Yeah, I think so too. I get that feeling. All right, April. April. Oh, soulmate. Interesting. Just an interesting card there for April, considering the energy behind it. All right, let's go to May. I think it's talking about like self-love. May, guardian angel. I don't know if you guys can see that guardian angel. Okay. Some stuff going on there. June. What do the angels have to say for June? Harmony. Great. I love that. July. What do the angels have to say about July? Support. Love that. All right. August. What do the angels have to say about August? So these are, this is from the Angel Oracle deck. It says answered prayer. Okay. So basically, I feel like the angels are basically letting me know, either solidifying what I said, what I read, or telling me what kind of energy I'm gonna need as far as that month is concerned. September. What do the angels have to say about September? September. Just want to say that every time I shuffle for September, the cards kind of tighten up. So I find that to be a little interesting. Serenity for September. All right, October. The energy for October from the angels. Self-approval. Okay, I like that. I can see that. November for the message from the angels. November. My angel deck is in Spanish. I'm trying to translate. It says retirada. I want to say that retirada means like kind of being in a bit of some solitude, which is interesting because well, not solitude, but like being away, or like being a little reserved, which I feel kind of goes hand in hand with the Hermit card that's there. All right, December. What is the energy from the angels in December? Enchantment. Okay, I like that. And last but not least, oh, I didn't even do it for the whole year. Let's do the January one. January 2021. January 2021. Healing. Healing for January, which seems suitable. Like, right, I mean, it looks like it suits it, especially looking at that last card. Okay, and then the overall energy for all of 2020. Oof, fire. It's Archangel Michael. That is what I'm talking about. Archangel Michael came through. I love him. I love him. That kind of made me a little emotional. But all right, so wow, that was, I felt that in my heart. So this is the way that I am doing the readings for the year. So if you're interested in having a reading for yourself done, this is the way I would do it. And if you're interested in a video, then it would look something like this, the exact same way that I have pointed it out to you. And if you want it to be a written video, if you want it to be a written reading for you, then what I'll do is I'll just, again, take pictures of the reading. I'll take pictures of the individual reading. It's gonna be big, but I'll take pictures, and then I'll explain individually each one, and you'll be able to choose which reading you want. All right, guys, so this was my reading for 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will maybe possibly do a mid-year, like, whatchamacallit, like, okay, this is, what has transpired in the first half of the year. So I might do like a checkup, like, come back and like tell you guys what has happened or hasn't happened based off this what I've read here so far. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching.